Howdy. 622 viewers. That's a lot. A big shout out to everybody that's been watching my channel and making it grow and shine. I couldn't have done it without you. So, yay! Let's try and get to that magic 1,000 and we'll go from there. Today's topic is behaviour changes and techniques. I'm not going to pinpoint this at anybody or anyone or anything, so I think we're going to do this as a global segment rather than being on my hometown. Now, behaviour is very, very important when it comes to day-to-day life. I know for myself, for when I drive off to work and stop off and get a drink along the way, I think, just fucking do something. Like, the town's just dead as a doorway. In the early days, growing up as kids, we used to play cricket and golf and football. Barely really do you see those kids do that now, rather than playing it out on the street and rather than playing it in their own sporting club or community. It'd be great to see the kids start playing in the backyards once again as we did as kids. That's where some AFL professionals became very good footballers in time. They started out from the streets and then went into local clubs and then came out on the streets again and practice. So practice makes permanent. It's a very good saying. You can steal that from me and use it in day-to-day life. I really don't care. So let's start off. Behaviour techniques is very, very important, especially when you're working and you're self-employed. Even if you're employed, if your client can see you behaving in a positive manner, they're going to recommend you to 3 or 4 other clients, and all of a sudden you've got 3 or 4 other clients as you didn't have before, and people say, well, shit, where did he get those from? And the reason being positive rather than negative when they start the work. It's really that simple. A lot of the time when I'm doing clients' lawns and things like that, I'll have a positive attitude straight away, and that positive echoes all through the lawn and all through the grass and all through the plants, and it actually helps to bring the vibration of the house up rather than bring it down. And they might say, oh, Darren, we got this job for you that we like to do, just drive around there when you get a spare moment and get stuck into the work for them. When you two come up with a valuable price with their gunny. Negative thoughts are bad for long-term and long-term effects. Negative thoughts affect your health, they affect your home, they affect your property, they affect your local community, your local area, family, friends, loved ones. All those negative thoughts have an instant hit. Drugs, alcohol, profession, all that is steered by negative thinking. What more can I say? Oh yeah, but she's been kicked in the guts, but he's been kicked in the guts. I mean, who hasn't been kicked in the guts? It's the way how you learn from your experience that makes you the better woman or the better man. At the end of the day, I mean, I know myself, I'm getting quite frustrated with the women that are around my age. Their heart chakras are just fucking blocked. Just literally blocked. There might be 1 or 2 in the community and everyone else is completely open. again, this might be a global thing. I mean, who knows? I mean, the reason why there's so much works going on is people won't help themselves, and that gears towards negative gearing. The stock market, again, could be negative gearing or it could be a positive gearing. It's the way how you look at it and where you put your shares and where you make your growth. Even with men, some men's heart chakras are completely blocked off to the women's heart chakras to where they need to go. And what's happening with the women's? Oh shit, that's right, their energy flow blocks you off from where your energy sort of needs to get into for you to become a parent, to become a couple. Again, that heart chakra is very important. People say, oh, you should switch it off, I've fucking got mine open as high as a kite. And it's terrible. Again, changing the topic just quickly, if you get a broken heart, just go to your spiritual healer and they will be able to help you to get that heart chakra lined up and back into place for where it sort of needs to go and to sort of where it needs to align. It's really that simple. Negative thoughts, where do negative thoughts come from? They can be from your house, they can be from within you, they can be at your work, they can be at your home, they can be at your family. What you could do is wake up each morning and say, well, what do I need, why am I feeling negative towards this? What can be done to change to make this to more practical for me in day-to-day life? You can have a look at the gardening bed and say, shit, I wish I could have a special feature. Then you can actually work towards that special feature. Or, gee, I would like to pick up that computer game. Then you have to work towards to get to that computer game. Or you might have a look at the picture of art that's hanging on your back wall and saying, well, how does that make me feel? What's the story behind it? What's the meaning behind it? What do I have to do? Can I actually be shown a story or a picture behind it? Do I need to upgrade it? Do I need to get more? Do I need to get less? That's one of the reasons behind art. When you're cooking, you should be putting your pride into your passion into your food. Again, I've been to a couple of restaurants where they really don't give a fuck and they've cooking their passion relies elsewhere, and then you've gotten the food and you've just looked at the food and you've gone, nah, there's nothing here, it just looks terrible, it just looks like a pie of crap. It's too cold, it's too hot, there's not enough herbs, there's not enough spices, it's just all wrong, it looks like a dog's breakfast. But on the other hand, I've been to restaurants that have been positive, where you say, well, I can come back here a million times because the vibe's positive, the vibe's fantastic, the atmosphere's alive. I can come down here and just chill out and hang with a group of friends and buy me a couple of rounds of beers. Stuff like that. So that's very important as well. Decision making is very, very important in day-to-day life to gear towards positive changes or to negative changes. Everything's all sort of done before the mind, before you actually get to the location and start the work itself. Things happening day-to-day life, you just learn from those experiences and sort of go by the feel. I mean, getting back to my area, recently I've just becoming really, really frustrated because there's no passion, there's no pride, there's no respect, whereas I sort of want everybody to have that same passion, pride as respect as we once had in this community when I first moved down to 10 years ago. I want people to wake up and sort of say, well, fuck, maybe I can do this job, or maybe I can do that job, or maybe I can go and join up that social club, or maybe I can join that sporting club, maybe I can do things to make the community a better place instead of sitting on my ass all day watching TV and doing nothing. That's what I want to see and improve down here. And sure enough, if things go in that way, I'm sure that things can improve and get better. But it's just so frustrating for me to drive off to work and see the homes each day sort of just sitting there doing nothing, just brick and water, just sitting there. Which is really disappointing, and I hope people take it on their stride to say, well, what do we need to do to make this community a better place to live in? What can I do to succeed and achieve? Oh, I really want to buy that boat. That's fantastic. You can get out there and work and start working to your walls to succeed in buying that boat. Oh shit, I put it under 12 months in a 5-month plan. This is just living. Yes, I've always wanted a boat. Now I can go out with my fishing with my mates and various bits and pieces. That's the attitude that I'm sort of gearing towards, is positive attitude, positive thinking, and positive outcomes. So it can sort of be whatever you want to achieve. The world's yours, and yours alone. To the sky's the limit to whatever it is that you sort of want to succeed and do. The world's just yours, and I wake up thinking myself and my own personal thoughts are, okay, how can I make the world a better place today? That's my prerogative. So, not only that, this problem could be all over the world. There's sad stories and there's happy stories, and it'd be great if people could say, well, what do I need to succeed to get to my personal best, providing it's for the highest good of all, and providing it works in the light of all. So, yeah. And if you fuck up or you miscalculate or you have a shit day in the office, just learn from it and start again tomorrow. But say to yourself, well, why did I have a shit day in the office? What was it that I was feeling before I walked in the office to have the shit day in the office? Aha! It snaps. All of a sudden it's just, shit, that's why I had a shit day, because fuck, I left the kettle on. And I was thinking about all day that I should have switched the kettle off to go to work, or shit, I left the garage door open, I knew I should have shut the garage door, or damn, I should have bought that equipment around that back. So all of a sudden, when you start thinking about change and techniques, they're just some of the things that you can start working on to succeed into making a better future for yourself and others. Not only for yourself, the others in the community. Do I need to clean out my aura? Do I need to move location? Do I need to what do I need to do to succeed in day-to-day life? What do I need to do to make myself happy? What do I need to do to work on my life expectancies? Do I need to work my ass off for 12 months to get 12 months off and go travelling with my wife or girlfriend or family, whatever? What do I need to do to stop to saying, well, fuck, my family's so fucking negative? What do I need to do to change it around to make it more positive? Is it me that they're seeing in their eyes, or is it what they're seeing in their eyes? I mean, these are some of the questions that you should start people should start asking themselves, especially with community too. What do I need to do to attract more client base? Do I have to be nicer to people? Do I have to work harder at my charities? Do I have to work harder at my sporting clubs? Do I have to give up my own free time? Do I have to work my ass off for women? You know, do I have to work on myself to get to where it is? Do I have to start working on getting more positive women into my life? I mean, the more I'm growing up, the more I'm realising it's the seniors, women, that some of them are just so positive that they'll kick my ass so hard. The lessons are there to be learnt because they've already learnt the lessons to get to themselves. And when they're at their elites, I mean, some of the lessons I've learnt from my clients along the way with my guiding experience has been terrific, and I'm sort of hoping that sort of continues. Another thing I'm hoping for is for the younger generation to say, well, hold it, why is Darren's giving these credits to these seniors, to these elites? What do I have to do to step up to the plate? What do I have to do to relieve some of the pressure off the seniors so they can have it slightly easier going? What do I have to do to the willingness to succeed? Do I have to give Darren a call? Do I have to see my local psychiatrist? Do I need to, I don't know, go into the nut house and become better? Because these people aren't going to be there forever. I fucking want to stand up to the plate and help these people to make better lives for themselves and others. What do I have to do to help Darren? What do I have to do to, you know, help these people to succeed? All of a sudden you start asking these questions and oh, fuck. It's me. Maybe I have to get professional help. Maybe I'm on the right track, but I just need a little bit more steering, a little bit more guidance into the steps I need to go to become better. Oh, I thought I wasn't good enough at your charity event to become a member. If that's your thought of your pattern, you might be surprised because you might be lacking some skills and the abilities, but the other abilities that you have, people will just want you for those abilities and train you up on other abilities. So, not only that, community clubs are fantastic for training your self-awareness and training for yourself to become better in the skills that you lack so you can become a better person and stay more focused. The rewards are there, but yes, it's hard work, but at the end of the day, the awards are totally worth it for the benefits that you see, for the decisions that you choose until you make. Geez, Darren, I've got everything that I need. How about I start working on buying myself a home? Fuck yes, that's a great ambition. That's a great goal to succeed. My congratulations to you, providing that you do it all in the best, all in the right manner. Now, it's a bit like, you know, I'll do another video on relationships later, including the homes. You know where I'm going this, you know me far too well for that. So, yeah. So just have a think about behaviour changes and behaviour techniques and think to yourself, how can I become a better person at the end of the day? What are the skills that I need to improve? How do I build a better lifestyle for myself and a better life for the community and for a better place to live? How do I make life easier for my family members, friends and loved ones and co-workers? What is the willingness that I need inside me to grow and succeed and to become a success? When you start answering those questions, you'll find in the business world that you'll start making more money, you'll start making good shares, you'll start making profit, you'll start making money, you'll start questioning if the area is right for you or not. If it's not, I might do another show on areas and the meanings down the track, because the area is very, very important for you to selecting, because it is where you work for your day-to-day life. So, the area is quite important. Technique, structures, money, finances, business, you name it, it's just that important. I'll do another show on the areas and things in time to come. Not only that, just for example, getting back to just before I finish off, you might have a look at the fence and say, shit, that fence is getting old, I'm getting pissed off, it's time for me to change it. It'll make me feel more better, it'll make me feel more happier, it'll make me feel more calm, it'll make me feel at peace, it'll make me feel like there's more serenity. If you're a younger person and you're making the right decisions in day-to-day life, that's for the highest good of all. My congratulations to you. And if you ever need me to do a YouTube segment or mowing lawns or various bits and pieces like that, sure, I'll take you on as a client, and you're living in Lakes Entrance, and I feel as if you've got a strong case, but in saying that, not only that too, if you're shopping down at Safeways and you see a senior struggling with bags or groceries or various bits and pieces, just give them a hand. Just say, oh, can I help you putting those bags in the car? And you'll be amazed on how good you feel yourself after when you've done that charity, or if you're at your Mitre 10 or Bunnings Warehouse and you see an old citizen struggling with their shopping and their bags of soil or plants or woods or materials or their supplies, whatever, just say, fuck, do you want a hand with that? And you'll be amazed on the gratitude and thanks you might get back, and you may even pick up work for yourself just by giving gratitude out to that client and starting a conversation with them. I mean, it's really that simple in giving gratitude and giving thanks. It just goes a long way to make the community a better place. So with the seniors and things, I mean, I just love cutting their lawns, because the information that they give to you at the end of the day for doing their lawns, it is priceless. And the amounts of times that I've actually followed up the information that what the clients are giving me, it's true, all of it. So a shout out to them, and if more seniors come on board, the better off the business side of things is going to be, not only with the gardening but with the YouTube itself. So even now I'm thinking that long term I'll maybe start concentrating on a few of these older clients, to the 40s, to the 50s, to the 60s. But in saying that, if you're in your 30s and you want your lawns done, that's more good. So and not only that too, if somebody's out there and they're trying to teach you a technique or various bits and pieces, you might like to listen to them because they're taking your time to showing you that technique. And if you don't like it, you can just say to them, look, I don't like this technique that you're showing me, I'm getting someone else, see you later, and that's your own fault. But if they're showing you the right technique and the right structure for you, then you should give thanks and gratitude for where that person's giving the time and energy to making you a better person at the end of the day. So that's it for this segment on forgotten what we're doing. Let's go through some that's it for this show. I can't find out what I'm doing. I think it's changes to behaviour and techniques. So not only that, just one other thing before I finish. Maybe it's worth just getting a pen and paper and jotting down to why you're feeling, the way how you're feeling in various bits and pieces. Not only that, if you're finding a technique within yourself, it might be worth to get some psychology lessons and various bits and pieces, and saying, fuck, I'm so sick and tired of that neighbour's tree not being chopped down, or just little bits and pieces, and you'll start realising that there's patterns and various bits and pieces, and it might even be ending up to where your childhood starts and ends. So there might be a little bit of work that needs to be done on people's childhood as well, to radical behaviour and thinking. So maybe that's something to be working to take in consideration as well. So with that being said, I hope you looked forward to this. I hope you've learned something and hopefully you've grown as well. So yeah, peace.